Don't you worry about it. This guy showed up late.
I know. I can blame everything on that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just need one like the chicken coops. How they got the fuck chicken.
I was just talking about chicken coops.
Were you?
Literally just talking about chicken coops.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you just he's like the Judas goat. You just let everything out on him, and then
Right.
then you and I will be fine.
Word up.
We were like right before we got on the air thing. We were talking about you're 5 years older than me, but I feel like we're from the same generation.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
we remember all the same shit.
Same shit. Old as fuck. Experienced as fuck.
Yes, and when I was kind of thinking that, like, you can't do that now. You have somebody like people 5 years apart from each other are worlds apart. I've never seen bigger gaps.
That's so true, dude. I never even really thought about it like that. There's not as much connective tissue. Like, we can kick it about some shit like Fantasy Island or some shit. Like, we can talk about shows or even a theme song from back in those shows, and we'll both know. But our media wasn't as oversaturated back then. We had, 5 channels? We had 247, 62, 50, 20.
Yeah.
That was our information. That was it. Those were our shows. And, yeah, so it's a lot easier for us. Them now, it's like TikTok and all this bullshit, all these reels, all this fucking crap. Nonstop, 15-second bits of information that they're just ingesting and spitting out and ingesting and spitting out. They're kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's to double down on that, it's almost like a nation is good if they speak one language, right? Like we can all communicate.
Yeah.
But now that everything is so individualized, our language, our cultural language, like I don't know what people are talking about anymore.
Yeah.
Like everyone has their own individualized reference for what is cool in pop culture. And it leaves us very disconnected. It's kind of I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, because I always often talk about it like the pendulum keeps swinging further and further apart. Even just politically, people like Democrats and Republicans, even though they're like two wings of the same fucking bird, they were always so kind of close.
Yeah.
So it really didn't matter who got in office because they were like right around the same line. But now things keep swinging more extreme in both directions.
Yeah.
Boop. And there's no like middle ground anymore. There's like all these other little pockets and sects, and a lot of that shit was, of course, by design. But people aren't recognizing that we're literally being split up into all these different pieces, man. Just like, nobody can see it because they're too stuck looking at this shit like, oh, this agrees with everything that I agree with. Or is it like telling you what you agree with?
Yeah. I just saw this thing that MIT did a test on ChatGPT and other ones where it's programmed to agree with you. Mm-hmm. Because they want you to stay on that fucking thing. Yeah. So it's creating it has a sycophantic nature, and it's turning people crazy. Mm-hmm. So like the more you use ChatGPT, the more it tells you what you want to hear, and the crazier you become.
I remember when they made that kid kill himself. You know what I mean? Like,
tell me about that.
Remember that? It was I don't remember the exact story, but I know the kid was like going through some shit, and he talked through ChatGPT, and ChatGPT basically like, yeah, do it, go ahead, end it. So
you've been coaching jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long you been doing it for?
Like training or teaching?
Both.
Training since 2009, teaching since like right around COVID we opened up the school downtown.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see the before and after of kids. You kind of got to train people that have been a part of the phone culture the whole time.
Because I have kids and I've been like teaching beyond just jiu-jitsu for fucking decades. So yeah, I've watched the level of attention and attention span and the need for instant gratification. All those things have changed over the years. And these kids, they don't have the gumption to even try to accomplish anything anymore because they can't get an immediate thing. Like for us, we can build some shit. We can start from nothing, build up some shit or learn some shit and accomplish something. But these kids are like, if I can't accomplish it on the first try, fuck that.
Yeah,
they quit way easier now.
Yeah, there's not a stick with itness.
No,
it's almost like you gotta play like a mind game. Like, all right, man, you pretend like you're gonna get $1 million to figure this fucking thing out. Because if that's not in the back of their head, they'll just be like, fuck it, I couldn't get it. Like, what happened to that thing? I don't know, man, I couldn't get it.
Right, you know what I mean? It's like I still feel like even if they have that $1 million carrot at the end of the fucking road, they're still like, hardship, arduous, fuck it. Not worth that $1 million. Let me get back on my fucking phone.
I think it is. the problem is we have options. The more options you have, the worse you become. Because it's like nobody wants. It's not like the human wants to be uncomfortable, right? Mm-hmm. So if I can be uncomfortable here, I can go over there and can run up a score in a game or fucking get likes on a post. I'll probably pick that every time.
It's good for dopamine.
Yeah,
you get that and then you got to keep feeding that shit.
Dopamine. I just learned that dopamine, it actually doesn't make you happy. It just makes you want more dopamine. I didn't know that. I thought dopamine was like,
sounds a whole like crack.
Yes. Yeah. Dopamine is chasing the dragon. It's not serotonin. Serotonin makes you happy. Dopamine makes you want more dopamine. Like, can I get some more?
Shit.
What y'all doing?
Give me that hit. Fuck another selfie real quick. Post that shit. Get some more likes. Yeah.
So what did you teach before you taught jiu-jitsu?
Oh fuck, dude. I don't know about teaching. I mean, being a dad, like I'm always teaching something. Like
you got boys, girls?
5 kids, 3 girls, 2 boys.
What's I got a girl on the way. Any advice?
Enjoy the ride. Be there. Be stern yet loving.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit different in this day and age because of the information. There's just ways to raise a kid. Like right now, my son's in Montana. He's raising his kids not in a traditional school. Like his wife was homeschooling for a while, and then now they have him in this program where they're basically being taught things on a farm. So instead of just being in a classroom, like say they're in a classroom and one of the cows is about to give birth, they just drop the class and they run outside and they help the cows give birth.
That's awesome.
It's so freaking natural, dude. Like some of the pictures I get from there, my kids riding my grandkids riding horses and like tending to the land and shit like that. And they're not they don't have any phones. They have no phone access, no tablet access, none of that shit. He's fucking locked them down from all of it. They have to earn it.
That's it right here. Like that. It's easy to talk shit about all these things, but like if there's no solution, what the fuck are we doing, right? Yeah. So like that's it. I think there is no like you're talking about the right and the left paradigm. There is no fixing that. The fixing it is excusing yourself from the whole thing and shrinking like your son's doing, and it's like let's go back. I can't control you. Him, her, I can't control anybody. I can control this.
That's it.
And we're gonna go over here, and this is how I'm gonna raise my kid. Mm-hmm. I love to hear that that's being practiced, man.
Oh, it fucking feels good. Even when he told me he was doing it. I'm like, you sure you made to pull that shit off? But the way they're doing it, they're pulling it off. The kids seem pretty fucking well adjusted.
Those kids are going to be sharper, brighter, more. They're going to be able to give you eye contact, just stuff that like is not a big deal.
They're very, very brilliant. They're scary smart.
Yes.
Because they are able to process the world. They're not so busy stuck in there. They're constantly absorbing information. What people are doing, what's happening around them. They're absorbing all the real world information that we ingested when we were young because we didn't have all the extra sensory input. We didn't have all this bullshit. We just had going outside, riding our fucking bikes, throwing the football around.
Yeah.
Oh, if our fucking bike breaks, we fix that shit right there on the spot. Like, it's
even playing. Like you think about like how many times like just in a group activity out without any parents, you just had to figure out how to problem solve. You had to figure out how to have that guy not fuck with you. You had to figure out how to go over here. You had to figure out where you fit in the pecking order of things. Mm-hmm. That was just on the fly on a Tuesday after school.
Yeah.
You know?
And you couldn't cry about it because there was no therapy back then.
Therapy is probably one of the worst things to happen to America. Yeah, I think it's what it's done is it to me it's turned us into navel gazing where we're constantly like if you're you're like looking inside at your belly button. You're like, you're like you're so self-involved that you're like almost into yourself. And it's like, yo, man, if you're constantly thinking about like if I'm constantly thinking about my body, I'll find something that aches.
Yeah. Keep scrutinizing the hell out of yourself.
Yeah, they're like, therapy's like, so what was the worst thing that happened to you? Tell me all about it. We're going to talk about this for the next 10 weeks. How do you get happiness out of that?
I think it kind of depends. I'm a son of a therapist. My mom is a licensed therapist.
Oh, buddy.
It's all good.
God, bro. I'm come from a therapist family too. Yeah. So yeah.
No, my mom's amazing. She actually was a teacher. She was the head of the psychology program at Marygrove for a while.
All right.
Amazing woman, and her style of therapy too is it's not just like let's talk about all your negative shit.
Yeah.
Like no, she's like tell me some good things. Let's kind of focus on what the good things are, and what those bad things are. Let's figure out how to reframe those. That's one of our common things. Is let's figure out how to try and reframe that so you don't have that hinder you through life. You can kind of use it as a tool. A learning mechanism.
So, without sounding like what is it, totally jaded and stuff, like what happened? This is the thing. It's like it's tough to have a business model, right? Mm-hmm. Where if the person gets better, they no longer need you.
I feel that for the greedy people, that's all they're in for is for the money. Not some therapists, they really are in it to actually heal their patients.
Yeah.
There are some that exist. I ain't saying there's a lot, but there are some.
Well, I even look, man, it's like I look at some of the. I'm thinking of a certain family member. I don't think she wanted to not heal the patient, but sometimes it's intrinsically it's designed where it just kind of is a cyclical cycle, and I don't know, man. I look at the boomers and they seem to be the most therapeutic. Think about your mama side. Think about what we're dealing with as far as how many people you got to hear about having PTSD, trauma.
Like 95% of everybody.
It's fucking insane, man. And it's almost like we label a weakness so that we no longer have to deal with that weakness.
And then we can lean into the weakness.
Exactly. So when does your mom where are you? Was your mom religious at all, or?
Yeah, she's spiritual. So my dad's a pastor.
Okay.
My mom is spiritual. She's more like on my end of it. She's not. She's Christian, but she leans more into the whole overall spirituality of it all. Not necessarily the religious books, but just like this whole collective that we have, this whole creation that we're in, this whole connective thing that we are, all the quantum shit, everything. Because we're all connected to her. We're all energy. We're all love. We're all warmth. We're all everything.
That's my other big thing with therapy is it's really hard to fix a problem when you're dealing with it without addressing the soul. It's like mind, body, soul, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like therapy they're dealing with mind and body. They don't talk about the how to work on the soul. It would be like trying to fix a car and ignoring a whole system of how the car works. Anyway, those are my thoughts.
I feel you because even I've been through therapy too. I'm still in therapy. I don't think I'll ever graduate, but my therapist is awesome. She's great. I think that my mom is one of the only people that I know that actually does frame things in that way.
Yeah,
more spiritually. She does talk about the soul.
Yeah.
When she talks to her patients, even when she's talking to me, she doesn't therapize me when we talk. It's more of like she knows how to talk to me without having to dig for any information. She knows like the feeling, and she can tell the energies and all that stuff, and she kind of works from there. My mom was a fucking hippie back in the day.
Same.
So she kind of took that same attitude into her profession.
So all right, so we got your mother was a therapist, your dad was a pastor.
Pastor, cop, military police officer, Vietnam vet, all that shit.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
Strict as fuck.
Yeah.
But loving as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, he was awesome, but there was no, you get a fucking C, that's it, you're on punishment. Well, no. It was a C- or a D. That's when we get on punishment for that shit. It's like, fuck.
I think what people don't realize a lot of times when your parents discipline, looking back some of the times when my father actually really disciplined me, I felt I hated him for it, but I also felt the safest. I was like, oh, okay, I was out of control and he stopped me. Like I would have just kept going. It's nice to know how to push the boundaries, but it's real nice to have somebody like chill the fuck out.
See, I was afraid to push any boundaries, man. I had so much respect for my dad. When I was growing up, he looked just like Apollo Creed. When I was growing up, he was like yoked, 6'3", just a fucking big ass dude.
Okay.
And he's so fucking strong. And he was like my fucking hero. Every time I see my dad, I'm like, fuck, that's a big motherfucker. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And he was such a cool, genuine human being, such a great soul. He's still here with us. But yeah, back then he was just an ominous thing, dude. But he was so loving. Even with the discipline, there was still just a ton of love after. The discipline was only a small bit of it. And I missed that. I hated that belt. He had the 3-prong belt, too. That motherfucker was big.
Yeah.
Anytime I saw that belt come out, I was like, oh, fuck. But I didn't get beat too much. Thank God. I was a good kid.
I'm not against whooping a kid. I think we've gone so insane.
Hey, I'm all about it.
I see motherfuckers lose their kids getting like the cop cam shit. So I see motherfuckers like getting arrested for disciplining their kids. It breaks my heart.
Can't do it anymore. You can't do it anymore. You can't. Like, it's fucked up. like, even like, even my daughter, you know, bless her fucking heart. There was a whole incident with her and her mom back when she was like 15, and it was funny for the fact that I was actually at work, and I get a fucking phone call. It was from my mom. You know, we're not together at all, thank God. But no offense. But yeah. So she called me up. She's like, "Yeah, you need to get here right now. I'm about to go to jail." I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Yeah, Shannon ran the phone bill up to $500. We got into a fight, and I beat her ass. And now the cops are taking me to jail. I was like, "What? You need to get here now." And she came back. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And this is in Canada. I was in fucking Dearborn at the time, so I had to book it, get over there. Apparently, even because they just got into like a little scuffle, mom and daughter scuffle. But the cops were like, "Okay, so what happened here?" And she's like, "Yeah, she ran the phone bill up. She was talking shit, and I beat her ass." They were like, "Look, we'll try this again. What happened here?" I said she was talking shit. I beat her ass. Take me to jail.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So they fucking they gave her a chance to fucking lie about it. She's like, "No, I'm not lying about that shit. I beat her fucking ass. They'll take me to fucking jail." And she was pissed about that shit. And I was like, okay, yeah. But the thing was, is like they I think what Shannon had said was the counselors were kind of telling her, if you felt like you were being under duress by your parents or something like that, just call 911. I think that kind of like got into her head, and that's when she did it. So my daughter's the one that she called.
I mean, it's that I find it. I have a cousin who called the cops on her dad.
Yeah.
Only one that I can think of. Only one family member did that.
Mm-hmm.
What fucking planet are you from? Like, I never even heard. Like, you called the cops on your own family? Like,
wow, because that's not even in her nature to do some shit like that. But it was just like sprinkling that shit in her ear.
But that's right. The state gets in your man.
And she was going through a lot back then too. Like Shannon was going through a fuck ton back then.
Well, the thing is like that. I'm guessing whatever the age is, you're sending your kids to a certain thing. You don't know what the teachers are in her ear telling her.
And that was my first time dealing with something like that. Like, I didn't even realize that they had that kind of influence in people. You know, I was like, what the fuck? Like, counselors are talking shit like that to kids? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. And I feel like that was like the beginning of all that indoctrination that they're getting in schools. Like,
yeah, man. Now you got like the kids. I'll call the cops on like threatening parents, man.
Yeah, so it changes things.
Our child will know.
Keep her off the internet. Keep her away from TV.
Nah, man. I always say this, and it's like, honestly, really, I'll give her a fifth of Jack Daniels before I give her one of those fucking screens, man.
Dude, I feel you. Yeah, absolutely. And stick to that shit. Hey, it's too dangerous, man.
You can't even have them around people with screens because
because they'll be like, what's going on with this?
Yeah, it's like a mind virus, man. It's like having a divorced lady in the neighborhood. They're just bad.
Like, girl.
Yeah. Oh, he said that? No, fuck that.
No, girl, come on, we going to the club.
Yeah, it's like, we're not.
Nah, dude, bad influence.
Yeah,
but it's bad, man. And I feel for you. You know, that there's going to be some great moments. You're going to enjoy all that shit. But, the stress you have, especially as a caring parent, it'll fuck with you for a bit.
Yeah.
Once they get old, it's like that the whole stress and that, like, shit, my poor fucking kids. It'll be cool once they're fucking settled and their lives are straight.
Yeah.
But until their lives are straight, as a good dad, you're gonna be fucking worried about them all the
time. Gosh, I hope not, man.
No, I'm just talking about the bad shit. The good shit is you got some fuzzy little animal that's gonna fucking love the shit out of you. Every time she sees you, she's gonna love the fucking shit out of you.
What do you think of the theory that's it's been around for a minute, but I just seen it resurface about people's lack of belief in God as it's directly in line with their relationship with their father. Absent father, abusive father.
I had never done a correlation with that before. So you're saying that people that have that lack of patriarchy in their family.
Yeah, because that's your first experience with like somebody, the all person that takes care of you.
I don't know. You're saying for people who like complete atheists?
Yeah, a lot of the atheistic people, they're making the argument that it's like they've already been hurt by their dad, so that God forbid God hurts them. And it's funny for me, like I didn't have a lot of God, like I didn't believe in Jesus or nothing for a very long time, and I love my father, but no one could ever accuse him of being like there all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I get that. I just haven't. I haven't heard that before.
Something to think about.
Yeah, now I'm going to talk to some. I don't know how many atheists I know, though. I know agnostics. I mean, I'm agnostic myself, but.
What's agnostic mean to you?
I believe in God. I'm not about the religions. I'm not about the books. Not that it's like I'm completely discounting it, but for me on my journey, God is much more than just what a human wrote in a book a few thousand years ago. Either religion. Like I've read the Bible. I was actually kind of forced to read the Bible. I was raised in Catholic schools, raised by Baptist, Presbyterian. I was actually baptized Presbyterian, raised Baptist, went to Catholic schools. Best friends are Muslim. So I've been around everything except for Judaism. That's the only one I never studied.
Why do you think that? I see this so much, like Christian, like people raised with Christianity often abandon it. Why do you think that happens so much?
For me, it was the level of hypocrisy that I was seeing in the Catholic Church.
Oh, they're out of yeah.
So that's kind of what did it. When I was doing the Presbyterian stuff and the Baptist. That was much more soothing for my soul. I didn't see as much hypocrisy there. I did see a lot, but not as much as I did when I was going to Catholic schools.
I don't want to tell you anything, but you know those guys killed Jesus, man.
I mean, that's what it says.
those guys are another group of fellas. Yeah. They killed Jesus, and now they just showed up. They're like, no, we're your man.
That's our dog right there.
Yeah. No, we really liked him. Turns out we really liked him. Just pray to me. I'll go over there. I'll touch your butthole. Like it's
seriously,
yo, dude.
And we'll hide you in the Vatican for a little bit.
Yeah. I have friends and family members who come from Catholicism and got fucked by priests, and it's like it's hard to come back from that.
It's hard to come back from that. Like that's some real PTSD.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of the beast, man. And again, they buried him in the Vatican. So.
Well. I'm newly Christian within the last couple years, and the more I learn, actually the more I read, is actually makes me reject Christianity itself because man has touched it, and it's like they just keep fucking with it.
That's what kills me is the part with the man, like with our greedy little fucking hands and stuff. Yeah, shit. It's where I'm like, fuck, I don't trust man. I don't trust
you. Shouldn't.
Yeah,
you shouldn't trust man.
I need a reason. Like, what can I trust about somebody? Like,
yeah,
especially thousands of years ago. It's hard.
Well, and then I guess that's what my thing is like I was able to, I can see like, I don't trust this. It's there's like when somebody openly goes against the word of God, I can't say that it's the word of God's fault. I'm like, yo, like we talk about this church, the Catholics, like you can see them in the scripture, like saying, oh yeah, fuck the scripture.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, man, they're not the ones. And unfortunately, I believe that a lot of these other churches are just reactions of that. So I don't know what's going to happen with it.
As far as like the churches,
I think they're all corrupt, but it doesn't. If anything, it only strengthens my resolve. Like someone can't say like, look at these Presbyterians, man, they're hypocrites here, and they won't talk about who Judas really is and blah blah blah. Like, yes, you're right. But I know it is true. So it's kind of like it's making me double down, and for me it helped me understand why I rejected Christianity so long because the representatives suck.
That's why it was for you.
Yeah, the representatives suck. They can't answer they can't tell me who's who, what's what.
Yeah.
It's all a myth.
Yeah,
it's like I'm supposed to believe some mythology.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
And once I got into it myself, it helped. So I don't know, man.
How often do you read the Bible?
Daily.
Daily?
Daily.
And does it help you?
Yes.
Good.
And it's like you read it it keeps showing itself. Like right now, I've just been tracking. I've been tracking since we're in the Easter season. I've been tracking like these guys. Like Judas is related to the Pharisees, and he wasn't related to the other 11. He was related to the Pharisees, and those Pharisees related to Edomites, and those Edomites are related to Esau, and those it's like, damn, dog, this isn't like some spiritual thing all the time. This is like, these are the same motherfuckers, and those same guys are devaluing my money right now as we speak. Like, holy shit. To me, that's pretty outstanding where you can find the same fucking assholes related to the same guys over here who are fucking with my shit, man. Amazing.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely interesting.
But like, does your church teach you that? Like, no, they don't. No one's ever like, yo, those guys are fucking assholes, man.
No, they don't do that.
No, they're like, you're an asshole. You're a sinner.
Yeah. Don't be. Yeah, that guy over there is an asshole, but not the ones that are connected to us. I haven't even thought about that way either.
And like, look, we are assholes. Like, we all suck in our own way, but we're also children of God. So it's like,
that's the part that kind of also trips me out too about like religion. Like, where everything is like, I know there's always supposed to be this dichotomy, this like good and evil and all that shit.
Right.
For me, it's like, for the God that's in the books, the only way for you to have a good life is for you to like worship and pray.
Worship him and pray.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But then again, so I ask, like, with all the calamities that are going on in the world, we've seen so many people along our way that have been fucking mutilated in all kinds of different ways, have all kinds of shit happen to them. Even people that do pray. Like, I just lost my cousin. He was a devout Muslim, one of the greatest human beings on the planet Earth. Kevin Issa Bayless, love you, brother.
May you rest in peace.
Yeah, he just passed away like a month ago in a car accident. He's one of the most genuine human beings on Earth.
Yeah.
Why did he have to die?
I guess the thing is what my understanding is like, I don't know God's plans, but it's like, I'm not living for this world. It's like you're living for the next world. This is just, this is temporary. So why somebody, like, I don't know. Like, that's the mysteries. Like, just because someone is good doesn't mean they get to be comfortable.
Right. But that's the thing. So when I read those books, they were always saying like, hey, if you live good, then these good things will happen to you.
That's a fucking lie. It's transactional, right? It's like,
that's what it feels like, so transactional. It's like, even when I see people, like even in Islam, so I see people like they're doing these good things, they're doing these good deeds to get extra credit in heaven. For me, that's hypocritical as fuck. Yeah. I live a good life. I live as a good human being. I'm good to my brother. I'm good to my neighbor, my sister, everybody, because I want to be good to them.
Yes.
Not because it's going to give me some favor with a deity.
That's a reward in itself right there. And
it is. I love it.
That's what people are missing. And I think that's that thing that has gotten put into religion where if I do this, I deserve that.
Right.
And we don't deserve, like, you know, you do things because it's good for your soul, man.
Mm-hmm.
You give and you love each other and you tell the truth because it's good for you.
Yes. I mean, in a sense, for me, that could be selfish because I love the way that feels.
Yes.
I fucking love the way that feels. I love being charitable. I love being nice to people. I love bringing smiles to people.
Yeah.
Like, even the dojo we just built, it's like the looks that people, the faces that they have, like when they walk in, like holy shit. That makes me feel good, man. Even my students, like even like Nova and shit, when he walked in, like, holy fuck, okay, this is awesome. That feels good to me. Like, giving them a good environment to just kind of grow, and, you know.
I think that's where we're like, I think we're tapping on the right thing, right? That's the reward is not being a piece of shit. You know, like the worship God. The thing about worshiping God, if you take it from a purely theistic way of thinking, it keeps you from worshiping
the stuff.
To worship something like that, it keeps you from worshiping stuff. And with Christianity, they say no more sacrifices. So now you're not killing anything, nor yourself for that shit. You might martyr yourself for a certain, but so it's almost like this safeguard to keep you from selling out, to keep you from fucking being easily bought or easily purchased. And I know I have.
Yeah, I've been an asshole. I've done some fucked up shit and hurt a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
I hate that. I like making people feel happy and warm and kind. And for me, like you said, all this stuff, I hate stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I love my stuff. I got some cool shit, but at the same time, it means nothing. I like to touch grass.
Yeah.
If you just drop me off like I'm fucking in a pair of shorts in the mountains, I'm good. I'll lay in some fucking grass.
Have you always been like this?
Yeah. Absolutely. I was raised like that. I told you my mom was a fucking hippie, dude.
Yeah.
I would just sit there with her and people watch and meditate. We did TM all the fucking time. Like, we were doing astral projection way back in the 70s and 80s, dude. So I was always like a fucking flighty kid like that.
Yeah.
I was always spiritual. I was always scientific too. So for me, religion is much more than just a book. Religion is like fucking photons, atoms, quarks, anti-quarks, like quantum physics, all that shit, entanglement, everything for me is God.
Yeah.
All of it, every bit of it. This conversation, our consciousness, all this shit. That's God for me.
I agree. I mean, well, yeah.
What else could it be? Like, what the fuck else could all of this shit be? Like, it's too much.
It was really nuts for me, just like, and I think where you and I do, it's like, I feel like a child of God, but separate from God, and I think you feel more more
Yeah, I'm not
into
saying like
God.
no, we're not in that. I mean, I think we're all connected by all of whatever this is.
Yeah.
But we're not the puppeteers. We're not the puppet masters of this shit. We're just
Yeah.
fucking going along for the ride. Like, okay, whatever's next. Like for you, it would be like God's plan.
Right,
For me,
right.
that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like God's plan is like all of this shit. I don't understand it. You
Yeah.
don't fucking understand it.
No.
We're just along for the fucking ride. It's pretty fucking cool. I like this fucking place we're at right now.
Yeah.
But whatever's next, I don't fucking know. I hope it's what you guys think it is. I hope. But then again, who the fuck knows? We're not gonna know until then.
I don't know either.
Right.
Like I don't understand that. I have a real hard time with that too, because it's like if if it's as good as everyone says it is, if it's like you can't do anything to even deserve it, it's only the grace of God that allows you in there.
Right. A little transactional.
Well, this one is like you can't do anything. You don't deserve to come in. Like it's just it's by understanding that you don't deserve to come in, and the grace of God allows you in. That makes it be like, how could I even explain that?
Yeah.
Like how could I even wrap my little pea brain around
Little
something?
monkey brain. That's all we are, little
something
monkeys.
so beyond.
Yeah.
And so for me, I don't even think about it. Like it's just what do you do day to day, day to day. And to your point, there's like a dopamine hit from doing good things, and there's also a penalty I feel from doing bad things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I there's often, the hardships I've had throughout my life, I often wonder, like, am I going through this shit because I did all of that? You know what I mean? Like those kinds of things. It's like, so I just try and live the rest of my life being good.
So that's kind of transactional too, right? You're like, the karma is transactional.
In the sense, yeah, that would be transactional. And again, selfishly, I don't want to feel fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't want to make people feel fucked up, and I don't want to feel fucked up.
To me, karma is like the bad action is the idea of karma. The bad action is the instant karma.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that, like, let's say I go rob a person. The fact that I'm robbing a person, that's the karma. You've degraded yourself so much that you're taking something that's not yours and putting, like, what kind of a person does that? That is your karma.
Yeah, I may or may not know a guy who used to be like that.
Yeah.
And I may or may not know a guy who got holes in him because of shit like that.
And you got out of it though.
I got the fuck out of it.
Yeah. How did all right, so you come from this good family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pastor, therapist, transcendental meditation.
Cop too.
Cop.
Yep.
But yet, you make a choice of doing that. How?
I wanted to be with the cool kids. I was the nerdy black kid that went to the all-white schools. They got teased for being black in all-white schools, and I'm going to get home, and I got teased for sounding like a white kid. So
Can't win for losing,
went,
right?
I couldn't win for fucking losing. So by the time I hit my teenage years, I just wanted to hang with the cool kids and do hood rat shit with the cool kids.
Yeah.
And that hood rat shit got me in a lot of bad trouble.
I can think of a good friend that was the same way, man. He was like, he was black dude that was into like nerdier shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we were like 16, 17, let's rob somebody. Like he just ended up turning to crime just to fit in.
That's all. That's the only reason why my nerves were shot when I would do it. And it wasn't like sticking people up. I never fucking held a gun on anybody. We're just breaking into shit. And it fucked with me bad.
You end up getting shot over it?
Yeah.
By a homeowner or?
No, by a property owner. It was a property owner. I did something somewhere where I shouldn't have been. I gotta be careful telling that story because people are still around. But yeah, I was doing some shit I shouldn't have done. Ended up breaking into some shit that I shouldn't have broken into, and got shot on the way of running away from. I was breaking into a car, and I got shot running away from the car. Yeah, it is pretty fucked up. He shot me in my arm.
What'd your dad say to that?
Oh, dude.
I can't even imagine.
It was fucked up. The fucked up thing is, this might be synchronous or, I'm not sure, but when I got shot, I actually made it back to my car. So I'm like fucking driving a stick shift and I almost peeled off before the guy popped me, right?
Right.
And he had the gun actually at my fucking head. And I was looking at this shit like, oh, fuck. And then he pointed it down at my door and started shooting through the door. I was like, oh, thank God. So he shot one into the dashboard, one through the window, one through the door, and then one through my arm. And as I fucking pulled off, I didn't realize I got shot. I'm just driving this stick shit. I'm like fucking bolting and shit. And then my fucking arm just fucking dropped. I'm like, what the fuck? driving like, hey, put my arm back in the steering wheel, dropped again. I was like, what the fuck is going on with my arm? I looked down and I see blood just gushing out of my shit. I was like, oh, fuck. First thing I thought of, I think I was 18 at the time, was when my dad got back from Vietnam and in the police department, one of the things I asked him when I was a little kid was like, hey, Dad, can you die from being shot in the arm? And he was like, yeah, you can. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, bleed out. Like, really? And here I go, 18, thinking about that same conversation 10 years ago. Like, holy fuck, I'm going to die because I got shot in the fucking arm. So I bolted, went right to the fucking hospital and shit. And I'm screaming at these motherfuckers. It was like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
Right.
Like, somebody got to help me. I'm fucking bleeding out. The bitch is like, dude, just fill this out. No, I'm fucking bleeding. Motherfucker shot me. I'm dying. Fill this shit out, kid. I fucking filled it out. Like, they fucking put a Band-Aid on this shit, put me in the fucking back room. Cops came in and asked me a bunch of questions. And I had to say a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to make the phone call like 4 a.m. Like, hey, Mom, I'm okay. But so I got shot. Yeah. And had to go from there. Boy, oh boy, Dad was not happy about that.
I bet, man. I bet.
Especially him being an officer too, and they knew the officers that interviewed me too. It was not cool.
Well,
it was a rocky road for me and him for like the next 2 years. I actually had to leave for about a year and disappear. People thought I was dead because once it happened, it was like life changing for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this shit. That's when right after I got shot, that's when when I moved to Canada, I started living over there. I just dipped. I left everything and everybody. I was like, I'm too nerdy for this world. I'm getting the fuck out.
Going to Canada.
Yeah, I went to Canada. I had a girl over there, and I just stayed over there for months, and I didn't talk to anybody. Had no pager over there, had nothing. Just dropped communication with absolutely everybody, even my family.
What's your day-to-day life there when you were cut off cut off from everybody?
We were living on welfare, so it was all groovy. Yeah. Welfare back then was fucking nice.
Yeah,
it was fucking nice, dude. You're getting like, I think it was like $1,700 or $1,800 a month for like the one kid. Every kid you got like another $500 a month. Canada, dude, it was fucking great back in the day. Yeah, and you could live off that shit like kings.
So what would your day be like?
Oh fuck, man! Wake up, play with some kids, get high as a kite, play some fucking Dreamcast. What was back then? Sega? I think Sega. They play some fucking Sega. It was 91.
Oh yeah.
So Sega. Yeah. It was Genesis. I mean, me and my oldest daughter were playing Genesis back then.
Sonic.
That was it. Yeah, Sonic. We were Sega. That's all we were doing. So like the first 2 years, maybe a year or two, all I was doing was playing video games, and I had another kid. My first biological kid. And then from there, it was like 92, 93. And one of my boys, like the most irresponsible dude that I was around at the time, was like, you need a job. I'm like, what? You need a job. You got kids, you need a job. I'm like, oh, fuck. So he got me in at this, at Lear, the seating corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started working over there. And that was my first, like, tiptoeing into adulthood and, like, fatherhood. And, like, that's when I was like, okay, I have to live for these kids and not for me getting drunk every fucking weekend and hanging out and shit. Okay, I'll be a responsible human being.
And then that was it. You no turning back.
No turning back. And so by the time I even turned 21, I had already stopped drinking. So I was such a drunk from 18 to 20. And when I got to Canada, it was like 20. Had my first bio kid, so my second kid. And that was it. I just kind of was like, okay, I
So you were a stepdad first. Mm-hmm. What was that like?
Well, I blame her for everything. She was such a fucking awesome kid.
Yeah.
When they called the cops on her mom, she's so amazing as a human being.
Yeah.
And because of her, I wanted kids. She was just fucking, I met her when she was like 2 or 3, and she was just the cutest little awesome human being, and she just followed me around. She was just like attached to my hip. And I was like, this is awesome. I love this shit.
Really?
Yeah, fucking awesome. So we had another kid, our daughter, and then had a boy right after that. And it was great. I fucking loved it. Being a dad back in the 90s was fucking tits, dude. That shit was awesome.
Go on. I'm here for it. Tell me.
Dude, it was just easy, man, because they didn't have the fucking distractions. Yeah. They played outside. They did all the shit that we did. Yeah, it was like the last generation that went out and did shit. I would get home. My son's at the fucking top of the goddamn tree. Yeah. Motherfucker. Yeah, I used to always tell him, like, dude, don't fucking climb that tree. Anyway, he was like, he was like a 2-story tree. Right, he was little. I'm like, dude. But they were out there playing. They were out there living. They were out there experiencing shit. They were out there just cohabitating with each other. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, even climbing a tree is like doing chess, right? You're just how do you figure out
any
what
kid
limb?
climb a tree now? Any kid, climb a tree? Huh?
Come on, man.
They can't even mop floors, dude. They don't know how to sweep.
They don't know how to change trash, man. They don't know how to do
change
shit,
trash, dude. Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, they're stuck. It's but here's the thing. I thought Gen Z, we were supposed to be we were supposed to be like these nihilists that didn't give a fuck about
Gen Z, we're X.
Or Gen X, whatever. Well, we might as well be Gen Z, man. But my point,
we're Xers, dude. We're X.
But
I'm proud of that shit.
But how do we fall for every like? We don't trust the system, but here's this phone, kid. Look at it. Like we don't trust this, but like I lost a gang of friends because they wanted to go one way with their medication, and I don't want to go that way because of my like my favorite rappers and punk rock people are they're in lockstep with librarians and fucking CEOs.
Yeah.
Like how did that happen with us? Like we complain about, oh man, these kids. It's like we ushered it in. We were the punk rock hip hop generation that gave our children fucking screens to be brainwashed.
Yeah, and that's what it was. That's what it was. Like, what is it? That weak men create hard times create hard men, something like that.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
Hard men get jerked off.
Yeah. Yeah, but we were the hard men, man, and we fucking jerked off all wrong.
Yeah.
Like we fucked up because even for me, like when I had my second batch of kids, I had more money at that time. When I had my first batch of kids, we were broke as shit. We were barely fucking scraping by. If you open up our fridge, you understand houses like this. We had like maybe half a carton of milk, a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the whole fucking fridge. Maybe some mustard. The fridge was bare. The cupboards were bare. We made it work. Yeah. We made that shit work. And I'm so glad my older kids were able to struggle like that because they knew what it was like to have to fucking hustle. Taking bottles back to the fucking store, shit like that, having to hawk shit, like going to a fucking pawn shop, dude. How many times you been hawking shit at the fucking pawn shop? I'm sure you have, right?
Yeah, well, not enough, not a lot, but like yes,
I've had to. There's been some rough times to do those fucking payday loans, all that shit. But we had to figure it out, and my kids back then had to figure it out. But then when I had more money and had more access to shit, my second batch of kids was like, okay, let me give them more. Yeah, these are the things that I didn't have when I was growing up. Because I grew up poor too, fuck. So I want to give them more, but then also that kind of created that gap right there.
Yeah, giving kids stuff is probably the worst thing to ever do to a fucking child.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's like when I see fucking rich kids hustling, like I'm like hats off because
they don't have to.
Yeah, like that's like, man, their parents did something good because you see kids get anything they want and they are fucking total pieces of shit. When I see like these rich kids getting after it, I'm like, damn, bro. They're built like
those ones are built different.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like those ones have it in them no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know if that can be taught, that kind of self-drive. I don't know, because I've seen some rich kids that just end up like everybody else, like, daddy will do it. I don't give a fuck.
Man.
Yeah. But
I know. I used to say I'm just going to have a kid just so I can hit him.
Why not? Shit, man. It's a good punching bag. They're good for changing stations. Like, the TV remotes are different now, but...
That's that thing though. It is. It's like I didn't have a lot. We didn't have shit really, So, and this was like we didn't even. There was no credit cards. Like we didn't have credit cards. None of that shit. Yeah. Like layaway, maybe if.
Forgot about layaway. Yeah.
But even layaway, you had to have your shit together enough to get to that store to give them money.
Yeah,
every
have a
now
little
and
bit of
again.
cash. Yeah.
So we didn't have any of that, and you just had to be more creative. And I think by screens, giving kids shit, you're robbing them of their ability to create something out of nothing if they always have something.
And now with AI, they don't have to create a fucking thing unless they prompt it in.
Yo, this kid was helping me clean out this old house that we bought, and there was an old newspaper, and I was like, yo, man, let's check out this newspaper from the 50s, man. You bring that in your class, the history class. He's like, bro, we got the internet, man.
What the fuck, dude?
I was just sitting there holding it. I was like, all right, fuck me.
Yeah, like, fuck you with this tactile thing you can feel and see and touch. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. But I get it. You got the internet, but you're still seeing it through your screen. It's not the same. No. Holding the paper and doing that whole shit. Like,
yeah, the tests are back. Like, I think you retain 20 to 30%. Like, the test scores were 20 or 30 points lower when you take in the information on the screen as opposed to it from a book.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I believe it. Even when I'm studying shit, like, I have to write scripts and shit. I haven't written in a long time, but it's harder to retain it when you have it in there than it is when you like write that shit out or have it like right in front of you, tactile.
So I want to ask you about like so you had all that problems with your old man, then you had to leave, and I imagine it was almost like that prodigal son. Like you fucking up, you got to go, and now you're back. What's it like now?
Oh, we're fucking groovy, dude.
Yeah,
that's my dude. Yeah, I love him. He respects the fuck out of me. I've always respected the fuck out of him. Our relationship has been golden for decades. That was only like a little hiccup, the little 18 to like 21-year-old hiccup.
Now, you looked up to your pop a lot and
Yep.
and probably didn't see a lot of cracks in his armor. So what was that like, having him be disappointed in you like
Oh,
that?
it was the worst thing in the world, dude. It was fucking horrible. Even the night that he found out I was pregnant with my, my first bio kid.
Yeah.
I remember coming into the house and I was fucking cooked. My boys found out I was having a kid. They got me fucking roasted. I probably smelled like a hot box. I was drunk as shit. And then I fucking walk in the door and he's waiting for me in the dark. I was like, oh shit. I can barely even fucking stand up straight.
Yo.
Like, oh fuck. And he starts giving me the lecture. I'm like, oh fuck. I can't even get past him to get back down to the basement. And he looked so goddamn disgusted, so fucking disappointed. I remember that feeling that I had in the pit of my stomach, like, this is fucked up. And that was one of the last times that I was drinking too. I felt so fucked up because they're not about alcohol. They hate alcohol.
Yeah.
They hate the drugs. They especially hate weed. I mean, my dad being a cop, he hated weed with a passion. But they came up in the 40s or the 50s and 60s. And, back then they were like, weed leads to crack. If you start weed, you're going to be fucking shooting heroin in a week.
Yeah.
So that was in his mindset and he hated it. So yeah, I felt really fucked up back then. Yeah, the guilt was fucking insurmountable. It was insane. Yeah.
It's amazing what disappointment
For somebody that I respect so much, disappointment, dude, that hurt my soul. Fuck, man, he thinks I'm a piece of shit, but I am. Like shit.
And it's like, I kind of still want to be. So then you had to leave for a little bit.
I didn't really want to be. I didn't like doing any of that shit. I really didn't like it, dude. I would just do it because if I didn't, I wasn't gonna be with the cool kids anymore. Ugh. But I hated it every fucking time I was there. It's like sometimes it was fun here and there, but for the most part, it was very stressful. Yeah. It was very fucking stressful because I was always worried about the next shootout. Like back in those days, we were always, if I drop some names, we were always in some shit.
Yeah.
We were always in some shit. The crew I was with, man, always in some shit. Every weekend was either a fight or a shootout, or a fight or a shootout. It's guaranteed.
And then you end up getting into jiu-jitsu yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got picked on a lot, so I just wanted to do something that I could defend myself.
Yeah, you're like Mike Tyson was.
Yeah, right? I didn't want to feel weak anymore. I didn't want to feel fucking unsure. So now I walk around, I'm fucking good. It's like, I know guns can fuck me up and so can knives, but for the most part, I'm way more comfortable being out in the world. Any interaction,
And how did that lend to you being able to diffuse situations?
I was always that kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm always a diffuse person. I'm not like an incendiary kind of person that keeps escalating shit. I don't like escalating anything. I don't like that shit. So I always try to diffuse, But that's why it's like, sometimes, you get your black belt, you really want to use it out in the world, but you don't.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, if there was an opportunity, maybe like a TikTok camera or some shit, like I'd like to fuck somebody up on camera. But thankfully I haven't had to, But I would, again, somebody would really have to try hard to get me into some shit out in the street, because I'll do everything I can to diffuse that situation. That's just our job. Like, that's what we're taught to in jiu-jitsu anyways. Like, you diffuse first. Yeah. You have to. Yeah.
I'm similar, but that's just because I could never fight. Yeah. So I couldn't fight that good. So I was just always trying to get out of it.
Yeah, it's different for me. But I've had situations, dude, where like it was one of my fucking drunk neighbors. I was turning around the corner heading to my house, man. He fucking jumped in front of my car. Hey, stop speeding! Stop fucking speeding! Yeah. Like, dude, chill the fuck out. Nah, fuck you, motherfucker! Ah! I even rolled my window down. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna give you a fucking free pass today. You can go on about your fucking business. I'm gonna drive this way. Fuck off, right? I just kept driving. He kept talking shit. I was like, dude, I could, like, sober, I could fold you into a pretzel. But drunk, Jesus Christ, the cops would be here. And I'm getting carted away in handcuffs.
I often think about that. Not often, but I've thought about that. Like, how many times has somebody could have beat the brakes off? Like, how many times have, by the grace of God, someone gave me a pass and I didn't even know? I'm like,
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I told that motherfucker. Yeah, he told me. You're right. You did.
Yeah, because there's been times where I'm like, I could, like, there's a situation where, like, right now, like, I'll have you killing yourself, but I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. Then you have to look at yourself like, how many times has that happened for me?
Right.
How many times has somebody been nice to me?
I happened to me before with I think I can't drop that name either. There's a dude we were fucking with. He used to be a boxer too in Detroit, real prominent boxer. And me and like three of my boys were talking shit to him.
Why are you fucking with James Toney, man?
It wasn't James Toney. It wasn't James Toney. But he was a bigger heavyweight boxer from back in the 90s and shit. Mm-hmm. And we were in Southfield too. I remember on 10 Mile and shit. And me and three of my boys were talking shit to him. I forget why. We're just young and stupid.
Yeah.
He fucking pulled up on the side of us. I think he had Blazer or Bronco back then.
Yeah.
And he fucking pulled his gun out. I was like, I shoot little niggas like y'all. It's like, Dad, normally I do it with my fist, but I shoot little niggas like y'all. I was like, oh shit, all right, bro. Hey, you got the best hand. Sorry. Like, my bad. But yeah, that shit. Yeah, we were dumb. We were really fucking dumb. And he spared us because he could have beat the shit out of all four of us. Yes. Easily.
Yeah, man. We everybody could get stomped on.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And we all deserve it too, to a certain extent. So it's
at the time we kind of deserved it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they were young and stupid.
Yeah, that's what I miss about the Gen X kids and criminals. They weren't like everybody's like free such and such. So it was like, well, is he a criminal?
Right.
Like, well, he shouldn't be free, man. He got caught.
It wasn't the same back then. Like even my boy Hex. Love you, Hex. You know who Hex Murder is at all?
Yeah, it's my guy. Yeah. Hex,
all right. So did you know the story about Hex? You probably don't.
Go on.
So we were. That was one of my fucking brothers, man. Growing up, I still consider him a cousin. We were out of Belle Isle, man. Fucking Gene. Sorry, Gene. We were on Belle Isle and shit, and he was drinking a 40. We were all just kind of hanging out. Police on the horses, they fucking go by, and they're like, hey, pour that shit out, man. What the fuck? He's all right. Kind of poured a little bit out and waited for him to leave. Came by again, man. Come on, man. What the fuck? Pour that shit out. He's like, man, fuck y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, what the fuck? Gene walks up, cracks a horse in the fucking mouth. Just crack. We're all just standing there like, what the fuck? Cops jump off the horses. Billy Club. Bop, 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 bop. Handcuff him. Take him to Gratiot.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck? And we just had to stand there.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we're not jumping in. We're not filming this shit. Like, oh, man, fuck, get off of home. Get the... We didn't do any of that shit. It was like, dude, you fucked up, dude. What the fuck are you doing hitting the horse? What the fuck you doing hitting the police horse, man? They gave you 2 chances and you still punched the horse. Gene, what the fuck? So we had to go bail him out. It was a whole bunch of shit, dude. It was like, man. But yeah. So back then, like, we weren't dumb enough to fuck with the police when they were beating the shit out of us.
Yeah.
Like, we knew, even at the fucking fireworks, we got into a big fight, and one of our other boys, we were doing a lot of shit. One of our other boys got collapsed on by the police. We all had to back away, like, sorry, bro. Hey, man. Sorry. Love you. See you soon.
Yeah, that was it, right? Like, there was like cause and effect. Like, all right, man. And that actually made for a better criminal, honestly. Like, that you actually had to think about what could happen, not like, I don't deserve this. Ooh. Like, you fired on a fucking horse, man.
Like seriously, dude. He knew.
Yes.
Yeah, he still knows. He still knows.
Yeah, the young kids now, they're like, what? Why they beat me?
What the fuck, man? Fuck you. Like, dude, like, you did this shit. Cause and effect. Like, what the fuck? Take your goddamn lumps, dude. Nobody wants to take lumps anymore. As soon as you get pulled over, so, man, fuck you. I know my rights. Give him the fucking license, dude. Get your ticket and get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even fuck with you like they used to. Like, the police department back when we were growing up, 70s, 60s, 50s, they were ruthless. They would drop you. They would put guns on you. They would talk shit. They would beat the fuck out of you.
If you ran, you would get beat up. Like, that was probably, that was like, was
it's more than likely.
Yeah, like,
it's more than likely
you're getting beat up. They're stomping you out because you made them run.
You're right. Fuck, dude. Like, and it was different back then. It was different.
I'm honestly, we were watching some old 80s cops and it was like, damn, man, I missed the good. Like, that was like when everybody was a bit sharper. I just like to see people playing at their sharpest level. We've really dulled ourselves, man.
Dude, there was a thing. My dad always tells me the story when he was on the force, and he used to patrol on the east side. And his first partner was this white dude. That race don't even matter. His first partner, when they pulled somebody over, the guy told the dude to get out of the fucking vehicle. He did the whole thing, but I know my rights, man. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. Opened up the fucking door, yanked him out of the fucking truck, and put like it was a car, and put his fucking revolver to his fucking neck. It was like, oh, you don't listen to me, boy, I'll blow your fucking brains out. Maybe that's why my dad put race into it.
Yeah.
You listen to me, boy, I'll blow your fucking brains out if you don't fucking follow what I'm telling you. And my dad was like, holy shit, is this what we have to do? We got to fucking put guns on people? The fuck, like, for that?
Yeah.
And it kind of threw him off, like, holy shit, this is kind of corrupt. What the fuck? Really dirty. And he worked under Gil Hill, too, man. Under Gil Hill's dirty ass. Which I've met him a few times. I used to be at Bobian with those guys. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty chill, but yeah.
Gil Hill, tell everybody who Gil Hill is.
Gilbert Hill, he was like the sergeant back at the time. Was he ever a police chief or a lieutenant at it before he passed away? He was one of the more corrupt officers. He got caught with a lot of, like, I don't know if it was embezzlement or taking payments or some shit like that. He was a pretty dirty cop. He was actually in Beverly Hills Cop. He was in Beverly Hills Cop 1. He was Eddie Murphy's.
He was the boss, right?
He was the boss, Eddie Murphy's boss. Yeah.
He was good at it.
He was good at it. Yeah. Come to find, they didn't find out he was dirty until like maybe, I don't know, 20 years ago, something like that. Before he passed away is when everybody found out he was dirty.
He almost got away with it.
He almost made it. He almost made it. Yeah, he almost made it. But I always thought he was cool. Like, Because every time my dad would pick me up from school, he would take us back down to Bobby, and he worked in the same department as Bill. And we would always see him down there. So it was always, I thought he was cool.
Yeah. There was a lot of corruption and like a lot of corruption out there in the city. What'd your dad say about that?
He said there was a lot of corruption. He said absolutely. Anytime they would do like a drug bust or some shit like that, they would try and offer him things. Like, hey, you want to take some of this? You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, no, dude, I'm not taking any of this shit. Because he was.
How did the police treat him for not being like?
Like he was like like a bitch ass snitch.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking punk. So they kind of like pushed him out of some of the circles.
Yeah.
He was a goody two shoe, dude. He was the guy that would always tell me, if I catch you doing anything, I'll arrest you myself. Like he was a super goody two shoe.
Yeah.
Super goody two shoe. So yeah, a lot of people didn't like that on the force.
I bet not. Especially like it was so like Detroit's. It was so corrupt. Dude.
Yep. They were up to some fucked up shit.
So he was a threat to them, like a direct threat. Like
he
could open his mouth at any time.
Depending on where he was at. Most of the precincts that he was at, there was a lot of good people there. I met so many of them. But yeah, there was some dirt. There was some dirt balls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but here he is now. He made it. He can look at himself in the mirror, man.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah. He never did any fucked up shit. The only thing he ever talked about that he kind of regretted was like the coercion methods they had to use in the police department. They have to like, if they couldn't get a conviction or they couldn't get somebody to confess to something, they kind of had to lean on that or they kind of pushed them into confessing for shit.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that he hated about it was his workload. Like his cases, once he became an investigator, his caseload started growing because he was trying to solve cases. And apparently his sergeants were telling him like, look, if you want to try and solve a case, don't do that shit. Make a phone call. If they don't respond, mark it off and move it on to the next pile. Like, what the fuck? That's your investigation? It's like one phone call. If they don't respond or if they fucking blow you off, that's it? You don't dig? Like, holy shit, dude. That's fucked up. And that always bothered him.
I bet, yeah.
Oh, that was back in the fucking 80s at the time, too. 80s, 90s, I think.
And it's like, yo, that makes for that makes for a worse everything.
Yeah.
That makes for a worse everything.
It's just like, because they just don't investigate anything. It's like, that's why you wonder, like, somebody gets shot. Are you going to find out who did it? No. More than likely, no.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood now ain't speaking. Like, I ain't say shit, snitches get stitches. No, you better rat on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I knew somebody that shot somebody in the face, I'm probably going to rat on them. More than likely, because fuck you for doing that. Unless you had a really good fucking reason. Like, a really good reason.
It's weird. It's like Kessel snitch on each other on Twitter all the time for not liking what they're doing, but then someone gets murdered on their block and they're like, I ain't saying shit.
Right, no, I ain't no bitch. Motherfucker, your boy just got killed. Like, what the fuck? And your other boy is the asshole who did it. Was it for a good reason? Were they arguing about some shit? Did his ego get in the way or some shit? Like, I don't know, man. It's so fucking stupid to me. Snitches get stitches. And they offer these rewards of $1,000. Everybody in the comments is like, $1,000 ain't shit, man. Free my man. Like,
it's what your son did is the right thing.
Yeah.
It's getting the fuck away from that mentality and creating your own deal.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, I'm done. Like, I left rap because it was that. It was suicidal. It made no sense.
Mm-hmm.
It was just chasing after feelings. Nothing was logical, and it was ultimately just like it ended in destruction. Like, so it's like, all right, man, why are we doing this? Why are we pushing this? Why do you want it? Why are we celebrating our own death?
Were you rapping?
No, man, I just worked in this shit for.
Okay, you were at XM, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to listen to your show. Like, straight up. Actually, it's funny too when Nova was talking to me about this. Once he showed me the podcast, I was like, "Oh shit, that's Rude Jude."
Yeah, man.
I used to watch Jenny Jones back in the day too. The whole Epicenter of that shit.
Man, that was what a crazy thing. And now I'm all like, it's kind of like how you gotta steal something and get shot in the arm to know that stealing things and getting shot in the arm isn't
that's not where I want to be.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's just, this last 20 years, I just want to say sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have told you to do those things.
Yeah.
But I did practice what I preached.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was a piece of shit too.
Oh shit! Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't like, hey, you guys should do this. I wasn't selling vice and not doing it. I was participating in it myself. But there you go. You live, you learn. It was nice having you on here. Is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't?
Oh, nothing I could think of. All right, wait. Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
I ask this of everybody.
Yes.
There's a reason for it. This is a project that I'm working on. But, what? as a human being, because we talked a lot about something that it's always been on my mind. The pendulum that I was talking about, swinging back and forth. What do you think can be a topic even for a political candidate? I hate politics, but still. What can someone talk about to the general masses that we can all agree upon as a group? Like, for me, it's always like we have to all come together in a large crowd. All sects, all society needs to come together and communicate. But what do you think can connect us? What topic do you think can connect us all together? What can we talk about in harmony outside of like some trans shit or some fucking immigration shit?
I've been reading this book on usury, which is loans and then having to pay interest on loans. And in the Bible, they're against it. And like maybe this is because this one transcends race, it transcends gender, it transcends your sexual proclivities, and it's what it does is like it allows bankers to create money out of nothing, and then it allows those same bankers to buy whatever people, things, systems that they want, and really enslave all of us. Like you, all of us were born into a system where we, unbeknownst to us, are in a weird bondage. Like they show you the old pictures of the slaves getting whipped, and they're like, "We freed them." Meanwhile, we're like, "Oh man, what's your credit score?" I hope it. So I think really getting a good grasp on this, and I'm still learning about it. But I think that, like even that'll get the people who believe in God and don't believe in God. That's like that right there is like don't murder, don't rob, don't steal.
Some core tenets of humanity.
These are core tenets and that one is less spoken about, and it would be to me it's an interesting topic because we don't talk about it, and we're literally being ruled like by people who practice that.
Okay.
I think that's kind of, and I'm reading the book on it, so clearly it's in the front of my mind. I'm sure there's something else, but that's what I would say.
No, and you're not I asked this question of a lot of people, and you're not the only person that has mentioned that one.
It's yo, man, think of like your credit score is that's your usury score, man. It's like, oh, and they won't let you participate. It's not just, they won't let you participate in this shit without wrapping that up around your little wrist and joining in, man. I was making good money at Sirius, didn't have any credit score because I
didn't need it.
I'm like, I didn't believe in, like, if you don't got the money for it, you don't get it.
Right. That's the old Gen X mindset.
Yeah, so it was like they wouldn't allow me to participate in society without getting in debt.
Right.
That's fucked up, man.
It's extremely fucked up. And I like your answer too a lot, dude. Thank you. That helps me too. Yeah, you're building something.
I also learned that they sell foreskins. Did you know that shit? They charge you to chop your kid's dick and then they sell it to Koreans to rub on their face. That's not going to unite everybody.
Dude, what the fuck? I've heard some crazy shit, and I swear to God, I may have forgotten that.
Yeah,
because it sounds like you're triggering, like something's like firing.
I think Ellen DeGeneres claimed that shit on a talk show. She was like, "Yeah, I'm rubbing Korean foreskin."
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Was it her own foreskin or somebody else's foreskin? Fucking Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, demon ass bitch. Yeah, so yeah, those are my two things that I've been thinking about a lot.
Good. I appreciate that because I'm gonna use that.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure chatting with you, sir.
Bro, appreciate you, man.
Where can people go check out your
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Detroit? We're on the gram. We're online. 10thplanetjiu-jitsu.com. I think that's what it's called. I do the site, but I can't remember the name of it.
Hey, man, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, man. 10th Planet Detroit, dude. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you, sir.
Take care, y'all. God bless.
You're my hero, Jude. Bro.